All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome into live training. Hope everyone's had a good week. Hope everyone's recording a lot of videos, having fun, getting those out there. As usual, if you are new to the live training here and you're new to Dubb, please feel free to put a one in the chat if you're new to Dubb. That would be helpful. If you are returning, you can put it two, but I see returners' names in here, which I recognize, which is great. But if you are using Dubb for a while and you just haven't been in the live training, please put a two in there. If you've had Dubb for a while, that would be cool. Let's see. Okay, we've got Gus. Let me come over to Gus. Let's see. Let me find you, Gus, here in the list. Here we go. Hey, Gus, how are you? You can unmute yourself if you'd like to, if you want to say hello since you're new. Hi, Gus.
Hello, how are you?
Good to meet you. So, what
Uh,
brings you our way?
uh, I think in the beginning I was trying to see, Boom Boom, and then I saw your platform, and I think it's way more powerful than that one. So I was thinking about giving it a try.
That's awesome. What's your industry, Gus? Are you in real estate or?
Yes, real estate.
Oh, perfect. Do you do buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expires? Who do you normally work with?
Uh, all of the above,
Yeah.
and try to, I was thinking about doing specifically a campaign on expires,
Mhm.
because it's so difficult for them to answer the phone.
Yeah,
That I
yeah,
think
yeah.
this could be like a game changer if it's done properly.
You could do a with the expireds. We have this cool little feature. I'll show it in a little bit. It's a picture-in-picture feature on the mobile app. And what you could do is have the property behind you. You could do it with a virtual background too, but
That's
yeah,
that's what I was practicing exactly that. I pull out the MLS, the property in the background, with the telephone, saying why
yeah,
your home expired or something like that, trying to find
yeah,
out, what's going to be the better hook for them
yeah.
to.
You could even pull a part of the if there's a part of the property, you could even ask ChatGPT if you wanted to, but if there was a part of the property that was interesting visually, that maybe you thought was a good selling point, that could be something that could be different as well, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Usually, at least, for them to see that you are basically talking specifically to them, that is not like a canned message.
Right, exactly. Like you're not just any expired, you're a specific expired. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to feel like it's just everyone that's had that. Yeah, no, I get it. That's cool. Well, thanks for coming in, Gus. If you have any questions, just pop them in the chat. These were trainings we're going to put on our YouTube support channel. So they're usually there, typically by, I think, usually by the afternoon. Or
Okay.
right, this is a live. We're going live across the platform, so it'll be on there on the YouTube support. I just dropped it in the chat. So typically, what people will do is they'll come into live and they'll go back later and watch a specific part that they want to see. So that's in there.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah,
I really
good to meet you,
appreciate
guys. And let's see, I also saw a couple other ones in here. Jerry, let me come over to you, Jerry. If you want to say hello, feel free. How are you, Jerry? Jerry Ford.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, good man. Good to meet you. What kind of brings you our way?
I have a political campaign that I was wanting to use the system to see how that works.
Oh, cool. Do you have like a email list you're gonna send it out to, or a social post kind of stuff, or
Uh, both
okay, got it.
email, text, and a social post.
Yep, all three ways. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you'll see with Dubb, if you don't know a lot about it, it's pretty much, and we'll show this in a bit, but it's about delivering the video, and then it's about getting on a landing page where somebody can
Okay.
take some action, and then it's all tracked and everything. So we talk about hooks all the time. I'll talk about with that when we begin in a little bit, but it's deciding what kind of visual style you want to record. So we got support for all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good to meet you, Jerry. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in there.
Okay.
Sweet. And then I saw Olga. I saw you put a number one in here as well. So let me come over to you, Olga, if you'd like to say hello. Let me unmute you over here. Hey, Olga, if you want to say hi, you can. Hi. Or if you're busy on your side, you can just say hello in the chat if you're busy on that end. Let's see. I think I saw you in the list here, Olga. I think I unmuted you. Hold on one second. Yeah, there you go, Olga. Can you hear me okay? It looks like you're off mute, but I can't hear you, unfortunately. Well, I'm saying hi, Olga, if you can hear me. If you're not, you can respond in the chat. But looks like you're off mute, but I can't hear you, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, let's see. All right, welcome back to the twos. Welcome into the ones. And yeah, I see you're hi in the chat. Hi. If anybody has any questions, we have Ina here from our team. Ina is the Dubb aficionado. She pretty much knows every corner of the platform. So if you do have any questions, Ina will be in the chat being able to answer them. So as you see the presentation, if you have any questions, just pop them in there and we'll kind of address them as we're moving along. And then I'll kind of reconvene on the backside. These trainings, like I was saying earlier, the link that I put in the chat, the YouTube Dubb support link that I dropped in there earlier, that's where all these trainings are going to be after. So if you are seeing something that relates to you within your industry, strategy wise and tech wise, just go back to the training and watch it. Like, for instance, if I know that I'm doing a screen recording video, I'll go back to the live training, watch the screen recording training, and then I'll pull up the screen recording and try to, do it at the same time. There's an email that we have. This is it's called feedback at Dubb. I'm putting it in here right now in the chat. If you are first starting with the platform or you've been using Dubb for years and you want to try something different, record the video, send it to us for feedback, and then we can give you feedback. Because sometimes there might be a lighting thing, or maybe the sound, or maybe just give you a creative suggestion a lot of the time. I think that's kind of fun, the creative part of it, creating that kind of stuff. So if you want to send something over, feel free and send it. So, all right, so let me share my screen and let's jump in here. I'm going to show you kind of some cool stuff that you can do, and then we'll get into some strategy along the way. All right, here we go. So when you send a dubbed video out to someone, it's really about what do they see. So you want to think about what does it look like when someone receives it. Now, when you record a dubbed video, the first 3 seconds is going to be an animated video preview. So as you see right here, the first 3 seconds of what I recorded is being repeated in a loop. Now, there are different styles that we're going to look at in terms of recording. This was done with the basic webcam recorder. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, which has a whiteboard feature where you can type. We'll talk about those in a second. But the important thing here is it says on the phone there, what's your hook? So before you record any of these videos, regardless of the styles, you have to have a hook. Why are you reaching out to that person or that group? And what is going to get them to want to click on your video? So to get the hook, something we recommend and something, that's worked for us and we've recommended to other folks is if you use any kind of AI like a ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, whatever it is, even if you use within the Dubb dashboard, you use Auto right here. This is our AI guide within Dubb. If you use that, you want to ask the AI, hey, look, give me 20 to 30. You can say 50 if you wanted to. If you say 100, the AI might say, all right, let's start with this number. But if you say, give me 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks related to my ICP, my ideal client profile, that's going to get them to want to click on my video and get them to take an action. The reason we say 3 to 5 words is because if you look at this whiteboard right here where it says, what's your hook? The whiteboard to type on there is like 30 something characters. Also, up here in the subject line, when you send these videos out, 3 to 5 words works pretty good as far as visually seeing it. So when you say to the AI, give me that list of 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks I can use, and as long as you educate the AI on who the folks are you're reaching out to, the industry that you're in, then it can give you something good. And then when you go through that list, give it a human pass, see what you like, ask the AI to make some adjustments if you want to. But when you have your locked in hooks, then you can decide on how visually you want to portray them to the prospects. So this example here, webcam recorder inside the Dubb website, Dubb mobile app on my phone, whiteboard that I'm typing. And because it's an animated preview in that first 3 seconds when you hit record, you want to have a little bit of movement to it. I'm just pointing and smiling. Now, from the same webcam, you also can record something that looks like this, where you can have a virtual background behind you. So whether it's someone's profile, whether it's a property in real estate, whether it's a website, whether it's an action someone took, a screenshot, an article you want to share, anything that's going to give context and have that hook visually behind you, you're able to add that. Now you can do a combination of both if you like to, which I think is pretty good. You can add the virtual background and you can hold up the phone with the hook. So you can have the context and then the hook. And if you're doing this in real estate, this is what this would look like. Somebody's interested in a property, have it behind you, have the fun fact about the property or the property address, whatever you want to add in there. And that's the whole point of having the hook. So it's about either one behind, one in front, or use both. Now, this style is probably the most straightforward style you can get in terms of visually. The message is right there. They cannot miss it. Now, you also can do with Dubb screen recording videos. So if you want to take in this example, this was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. It's a browser-based screen recorder. So any website that you pull up within the browser that you want to be on top of, like right here, you want to be in a circle, you want to be in a rectangle, you want to be pointing things out on the screen, maybe you want to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a great way to do it. Arrows, like you see right here, the annotations pointing towards the bubble. You can clearly see this is a market update, but I added the additional hook that we just talked about. So I could have been inside the bubble just waving and pointing, but I took the phone and had that additional message. So you know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. Or whatever you wanted to do, that's the whole point of the hook. But anything visually you want to be on top of website wise, browser wise, the Dubb Chrome extension is a great way to do this. Now we also have the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app is another screen recorder, but this one's a little bit different because the desktop app is like a drone that kind of flies over the top of everything. So the browser one we just talked about, the Chrome, is inside the browser. Desktop app flies over it. And you can zoom in with the desktop app, which is pretty cool. So this site here that I have here, the animated preview, notice that I'm pushed in, I'm cropped in because I'm showing something very specific. So the desktop app can go on top of websites, videos, Canvas slides, documents, whatever you want. So when I show both of them back to back in a little bit, the Chrome and the desktop, you'll see the similarities and the differences. Now you also have the ability to record from your mobile app. So you can do the same thing. You can drop a virtual background behind you on the mobile. You can do a little bit of text like you see right here. You also can just do the hook. You know, you came up with your hook, put it above your head, put it below, different font, different color, different sizes. You have it right there. And you also can use this. This is a pretty cool function. This is what I mentioned at the top. Picture in picture. So this uses both cameras on the phone. It shows what's in front of you and you're on the screen as well. So property walkthroughs in real estate, I mean, it's like pretty much tailor-made for it. But if you're not in real estate, maybe say you're at a live event, you've got a crowd there, you want to show the crowd, send that out to your group of contacts, maybe to people you meet there at the event. You also, if you are pulling up a website on your computer, like you're sitting in front of your computer with your phone, and you pull up someone's profile or whatever we just talked about, properties, whatever it is, right? It's physically on your computer. Take your phone, go to picture in picture, and just lean in with it and talk about what you're showing, and it'll give you that visual. If you're hanging out with a client, you could do a cool Q&A or a video testimonial where if I have someone sitting across from me physically, I can record them. I'm right in the corner. I can ask them questions and they can answer them at the same time. So it's pretty cool creatively. But regardless of the styles that you choose, when you lock in on a style, right? You have your hook, you're locked in on a style. It's all about someone's experience when they do receive this. So when they click on it, they're brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset. So when you land here, it's about this experience. It's going to be your logo to the top left, the initial video you recorded right in the middle, and then playlist videos right over here to the right are going to play right after the initial video that you've made. The power of the playlist is not only more educational stuff for someone to learn, but it enables you to record one video, one time, minute, minute and a half, and that's your pitch video. And it always will play after the initial video that you've created. That gives you the ability in these first videos, like we just talked about, to really focus on the hook, the value. And then it's secondarily about you and what you're going to bring because it's going to play right after. And these initial videos, definitely a minute or less. 30, 40 seconds is probably the sweet spot. Get in, get out, have them take an action at the end of the video. Now, if you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them right here because it kind of closes the loop a little bit. Someone can see their future story and the people that have already worked with you. Now, below here, you have your call to action buttons. These are your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they're done watching the content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Probably the most popular button in sales. Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to email you back? How about check out a case study? What about leave a review? So there's a lot of choices you can have down there. And if you have multiple buttons, I would go in order of importance from left to right as far as having them click on it. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, or if you have some, but you want, kind of a cool, convenient way to get more, a lot of Dubb users will use the reply with video function to get a video testimonial. So I could send a video out to someone, have that button below it, and say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't have to download anything, nothing too crazy. All you have to do is click reply with video below and let me know what you like about the platform or whatever questions you have for your people. And then when they send that video back to you, you get a little notification inside of Dubb. You have a video reply. And then you just make it part of the playlist right here. And that's all you have to do. And then that's the experience you want someone to have. Sorry, I think someone's not on mute. I don't know if you're able to mute them in there. I kind of hear somebody. Um, and then over here to the right, you have your AI assistant, Sia. Hold on a second. Let me bounce out of here. Hold on. I gotta make sure somebody's on mute. There we go. All right. So over here to the right, you have your AI assistant, Sia, your sales interactive assistant, right over here to the right. Now, the reason we added this is because it's got a really nice way of giving someone the ability to answer questions in real time. So when they land here, they might have questions before they take that next action. So the AI over here, you can have FAQs. You can ask the AI a question individually. And then when the AI gives the answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome because it wants to keep the momentum going. So when it gives the answer here, you'll notice at the end, it says, are you ready to book a time with Rob? So it'd be whatever your next call to action would be. Now, the AI is educated inside the Dubb platform with individual website pages that you can give the AI. It will learn physically what's in text on those pages. And you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both. And then the AI is really educated on what you want it to know about, which is really helping you push the sale forward. And then these preset landing pages here, just in general, you should have a preset landing page for different parts of your audience. So in real estate, if I worked with the whole splits with buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, residential, commercial, I would want to have individual preset landing pages for those different parts of my audience. Same thing with insurance, mortgage, coaching, consulting, financial, recruiting, any of those splits within the audience. You want to have those different pages. Now, when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things we do is meet you in Zoom and do an optimization setup. We'll help you set up the buttons, the pages, all that good stuff so you're ready to go. And all of this is tracked. So if you did send this out to someone, did they open the email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they interact with the AI? Did they click on the buttons? All of this will enable you to follow up in a really smart way. Now, if we're going to record something, how do we record these different styles that we just saw? So to record the webcam video, right inside the Dubb dashboard, you're going to go to the top and you're going to click the create video button right up here, this red video button. Click it here. And when it opens, you're going to get a little tutorial here that'll explain it. And then you're right here. Now, if you want to use the whiteboard that you saw before, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Dubb mobile app. So Dubb app, Dubbapp. And when you do have the mobile app, this is where you're going to locate the whiteboard. So it's going to be right up here at the top, right there. So when you select that, that is where you're going to type. And all I did before was just type the hook, type it, turn it, just like that. And that's all you have to do. Now, if you want to use the virtual background, you have the ability to go below, select virtual background right here. And then we have a bunch of different, stock images down here that you can choose from, and those are fine. But if you go to your photos, this is where you can make it more functional and give context. You'd upload all the images you want to use in here. They're going to be your background that we talked about. And then it creates a little library for you that you can choose from. Just select the one that you want, and that's going to put it behind you, just like this. And when you're using the virtual background, just make sure that you have a good front light, whether it's a ring light, natural light, or a combination of both. If you do talk with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulder range so they don't go out into the soup right in here and stay right in here. And if you do have a clear background behind you, like I only have a little light behind me here, but if you have a lot of objects behind you, just make sure you pump the light up in front so it doesn't pick up the objects behind. But the team did a really good job upgrading the virtual background, so it should be pretty good. So you can do either just a virtual by itself, or you can do both like this as a combination, or you can do just this by itself. So you have that as a choice. Now, every recording option within Dubb has a teleprompter. So if I want to use a teleprompter with the recording options, I have to have a script saved into the platform first. So one way to do this is click right up in here above your head. You can click create script. That'll take you right inside the Dubb platform. create your script, save your script, write it, save it. Or I can scroll through scripts that I already have saved in Dubb. Or I can search for a script like this by title. And then once I find the script, I just select it. And then from a physical perspective, arm's distance away is pretty good. Let the words flow up into your eye line. You can control your speed right here, up and down. Hit the play button here. You can back the text up, or you can zoom it in. So you have those as options right there. Now you also can edit the script on the fly. You can click the little pencil icon here because sometimes when you write a script and you read it for the first time, you might sound a little different. You want to add or delete something, you can do that right inside here on the fly when you're doing it. Now to record, this is what this is going to look like. I got my hook here. I'm going to click record here. I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, take a break from the recording if I want to stop, click it again to resume. And if I want to delete the video, it's the red X. So if you delete this, it's going to say, hey, you sure you want to delete this? So that's always a good button. And then if you want to save this into the platform, it's the blue check mark right here, and that will save it into Dubb. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap it, and that's going to close it. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate right from your webcam. So I'm going to click the check mark here. And when I select the check mark, that's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. And every time a Dubb video gets saved in there, it's always going to land you on the video edit page, which is right here. Now, the video edit page inside here, I'm just going to choose a different video here. Whenever you land inside here, you have some options here on the edit page. You can change the title up here at the top of the video internally, whatever you'd like to change it to make sure you click the check mark when you're done. If you want to preview what this video looks like on a preset landing page that we just talked about, this little button all the way to the right, this little square button with an arrow, if you click that there, opens up a new tab, and there's my video. And hey, here's my landing page. Great. Everything's on there. Everything looks perfect. Now, if I want to change that, I can go to this little drop down here and notice it says Rob's preset with a check mark. This is my default preset. So whenever I record a video, that background with those buttons and those videos and everything you saw there will always be attached to it, unless I change it to a different preset landing page background that I've already created. And those will be right here in this little list. Now you also can download the MP4 file of any video that you save into Dubb. So you have that right here, the MP4. Every Dubb video also has a QR code that you can use. So if I was at, let's say, an event, right, whatever industry I'm in, I could pre-record a video saying, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. If you want to stay in touch, click below. And then when I meet someone and they scan the QR code, I already recorded that video. And then they can keep in touch with me. If I was in real estate and I'm doing an open house, I could have a little placard sitting on the counter, QR code, they scan it. I already pre-recorded the video saying, hey, thanks for coming to the open house. If you want to see similar properties, all you have to do is click below. If you do any kind of physical mail marketing, have a video for that. You can make a fun mail video that hey, thanks for taking me out of the stack. Something fun like that. You also can upload these videos directly to your YouTube channel with that little button right here. And then you have some tabs here that are important. So the first one's going to be analytics. You're going to have an AI coach here called Kyra that when you select generate, it's going to give you feedback on the video that you just recorded. So if you want immediate non-biased feedback, click that there. It'll give you delivery analysis, visual feedback, and content feedback. And then over here to the right, you have activity. This is what we talked about earlier. You really can drill down on what the person did in terms of activity so you can follow up in a good way. You have a details tab here that when you select this, this is going to remind you, remember, these are the buttons below your video. This is the AI sales assistant on your page. These are the playlist videos that are going to play after. And I can delete or add any of that right here if I want to. Now, if I sent this video out to someone and it's already gone, I sent it out, but I still wanted to make these changes, I still can do that and it will refresh on their side. There's also an editing tab. So anytime you want to edit a video inside of Dubb, you can do that. You can hit the play button here. You can drag your timeline to wherever you want to cut it out. So let's just say this is my first cut point right there. I'm going to hit the scissor icon here. It's going to split the clip in two. I'm going to drag it or play it to my second cut point, scissors, And now I've got three pieces. And whatever one I click on is going to be highlighted in orange. And that's the one I can delete by hitting the delete clip here, and it's gone. And if I want to bring it back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. We also have a design tab. So, like I was saying in the beginning, when you record a dub video, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat as your preview. But you can change that in here if you want to. So I could take the timeline here and drag it to a different part of the video that I like better visually, and then click generate thumbnail, and that will be the first 3 seconds that someone sees that repeats. Or I can upload my own thumbnail. So you have that kind of flexibility if you want to do that. So we recorded a video, we have it on our preset landing page. Now we just want to send it. So to do a simple send, all you have to do is go to an email, open up a compose, and when you do this, you just want to make sure as a best practice, you always have the word video in the subject line. It is the very first thing that they read. And then you want to have that hook that we talked about at the top. Have that hook right here. Then you want a little bit of text in here in terms of why they should watch the video. And then you're going to pop the video in. And you can do it in a couple ways. One way is going to be inside the platform that we just looked at right in here. And you can click this big blue share and send button. Click that there. Put the email in to get that advanced activity tracking. You can even add a little personalization text at the top of the video if you'd like to. Click copy for email. And it's just a copy and paste. And you'll paste it in just like this. Now, there is a shortcut available. So if you do have Gmail or you have Outlook 365, you have an option here. So you'll notice there's a Dubb button down here in Gmail, that little Dubb button there. The reason that is there is because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder up here at the top. So when you have that there, that's pinned, that little button's going to show up. So when you select that button here, it's going to open up the Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to use in a second. And then you can scroll through your video library like I'm doing right now down to the bottom. Find the video you want, there it is, and all you do is pop it in, and it will pop it right in there, the email, and you're able to send it. So either directly from inside the platform or a shortcut if you have Gmail or Outlook 365. Okay, so let's look at screen recording now. So this one I showed you in the beginning, browser-based screen recorder, any website that you want to share and be on top of. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example. So I'm going to get the Dubb Chrome extension, which is right up here at the top. So all you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to get it pinned here in your browser. And when you have it, just click it here and it opens up and it puts you on the page. And whatever website you're on, depending on what you're on, you want to think about the shape, size, and placement of your webcam. So in this case, I'm on LinkedIn. So where do I want to put myself? Well, I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben, right here. What kind of size do I want to be? So do I want to be a little bigger, smaller? How do I want to be in here? I don't want to cover everything. So I'm probably going to go, excuse me, this size right here. And then shape-wise, I can change that. Rectangle, phone shape, square. Just kind of match it to the aesthetic of the page that you're on. I'm going to go circle because Ruben's in a circle. And then you can make yourself a little closer here. You can zoom yourself in, back yourself up. You can physically move yourself around like this. You can jump to full screen, go back to the page. You can actually turn your camera off if you want to. If you just want to do an audio walkthrough or something, you totally can do that. If you want to use your headshot, you can just use that as well. But when you are live, you can actually also put a virtual background behind you inside the bubble here, if you'd like to do that. You have an annotation tool you can use right over here to the left to point things out that we're going to use in a minute. You have a teleprompter that you can use. This teleprompter is a little bit different than the one that you saw before because this one you can physically move around. You can fly around the screen. You can grab the edges here and kind of manipulate it like that. And when you click in here to find the script, you have the ability to control the speed like we did before, up or down. Now I'm going to physically take this and I'm going to put it towards the camera right at the top. Now, a word of caution with the Chrome extension. If you're going to use the teleprompter, I wouldn't go full screen on the browser because if you go full screen, it's going to physically hide this teleprompter tab and you won't be able to tap on it to use it. It'll be hidden. So I would leave a little bit of a gap if you're going to use it. So when you hit record, you can, with your mouse, tap this, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. You'll also have 3 orientations over here. So if I click camera all the way to the right, that's going to open up like a webcam. If I click tab, which is what it's on right now, it'll be a nice clean cut of the page that I'm on. I won't see any of my tab mess at the top. And if I click screen, it's going to get my entire computer screen. And I'd only do that if I wanted to take someone on a little tab journey. So if I said, hey, Ruben, listen, I want you to check this site out. And I click on another tab and it would follow me over to that tab. Now, before I hit record, I'm going to bring in my hook that we talked about earlier. I got it right here. I'm going to bring it in here. So when I click start recording, I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share. And this is going to be my recording. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? Listen, I wanted to send you this quick video here because I didn't know that you were William Shakespeare. I didn't know you wrote a book. Nice job. Let me check this out. So I did the whole animated GIF. I looked over, I was doing this, so it's an interesting little movement there. And then I decided to jump to full screen because I wanted to talk to him directly. So when you're making these screen recording videos, it's nice to jump to full when you want to make a point about something. It feels like you're talking right to the person. So to do that, all you have to do is hover over the webcam with your mouse, like I'm doing right now, double click it, brings you here, double click the screen to go back to where you were. Or you can hover over the webcam and click this little square right here, it jumps you to full. Click here at the bottom to go back. Or you can click on the button right at the bottom. This says expand webcam here, click here to go back. And if you want to scroll around and be very free flowing, you can do that while you're recording, whatever you're most comfortable with. Now, if you want to hit pause, hit the pause button at the bottom. You don't have to run straight through it if you don't want to. Just take a break for a second. And then if you want to use the annotation tool, it's right over here to the left. So you can do the arrows on screen. You can do numerical order of importance. You can do text if you'd like to. You can draw on the screen. You can underline. So whatever you want to do. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky where they are. They're not going to follow you down the page. They'll stay right where they're at, which is pretty good. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a really nice way to do it. If you want to do a market update in real estate, it's a great way to do it. Any industry that you're in, any website within the browser where you want to be on top like this is a great way to walk through stuff and make an impact. So I'm going to hit the check mark below. And again, it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform, into the video edit page that we saw earlier. Now, if I wanted to share that video that I just created with Ruben, right? How would I do that? So first, I want to connect with Ruben on LinkedIn. I want to be a first connection with him. Once I'm a first connection, then I'm able to click the message button right below, and then I'm able to send him a video. Now, how I do that is I click on the little Dubb button at the bottom because we have an integration with LinkedIn, that little Dubb button, and it's going to open up the Chrome that we just used. And like I did in the email, see me scrolling through my video library down to the bottom right. I find my video, I click insert, and then I can highlight this text right here, change it, and then send it. And then Ruben is going to see that nice animated preview that we just talked about. Now, another screen recorder that we're going to look at right now is the Dubb desktop app. Now, remember, the desktop app can fly over everything. Chrome extension we just saw, browser, within the browser, desktop over everything. So what you're going to do is you're going to Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC, and when you have it, in a Mac, the little Dubb symbol is going to be up here at the top. PC, it'll be at the bottom. You can see the functionality right here. I usually click View Quick Menu, and it pops up separately like this. And then you have a number of choices. What we're going to look at is record screen, so we can compare the two. So I'm going to click this here. It's going to open it up, and it puts me on the screen. Now, first, the bubble is the same as the Chrome. All the same functions that we talked about, you can do right here. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The only difference is this is not going to stay sticky. If you use the annotations, they will follow you down. So you got to use them, delete them, and then move on. To use the teleprompter, it's similar to the Chrome that you can move it around like this, but different in the option that it has. So when you choose a script, down here at the bottom, you're going to notice it says auto track down here at the bottom. That's voice recognition. So if I was going to hit record, it would just start scrolling at my speed at which I'm speaking. If you don't want to use that and you like controlling the speed with scrolls, just tap the button. And now you can do what you did with the other teleprompters and just control the speed up or down. So either auto track or auto scroll. Now to record, here's another big difference right here. This red slash through the square that you see right here at the bottom. If I was going to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices. The first one at the top is custom, which means I can take this and put it on top of anything I want to put it on top of in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. Whatever's inside the blue lines will be in the recording. And with custom, I can crop around anything I want to crop around. So I can be very specific in terms of what I want to show. You also can click the drop down here and go to landscape 16 by 9, the proper orientation for YouTube. You even can go 9 by 16, which will put it in the vertical format. And now you can record a social video right from your desktop. Just put it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of. Finally, is the recording itself. So when I hit record here with the red button down here at the bottom, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume. The big difference here with the desktop is this check mark right here. Normally, as we've just seen, when you click the check mark, it saves it into Dubb. But that's not the case with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window, and I've just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So what's cool about clip recording is you can drag and drop videos from your computer and make them part of the story if you have the MP4 file. Now, what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So how do I keep going now? I want to keep going. What do I do? So down to the bottom left, there are 3 creative choices to continue recording. The one all the way to the left, the icon to the left says record screen video. That's what I just did. So what if I wanted just to have a different clip of something else? I'm going to minimize this. Let's say this is what I want to show next, okay? I'm going to pull the preview window back up, and I'm going to select record screen icon, bottom left, and it's going to open it up, and here it is, same style. But I'm on a different page now. So I'm going to put myself in the spot that I want to put myself. I'll change it to a different shape. Maybe I want to go square, put myself right in the middle, hit record, 3, 2, 1, and now I'm recording, just like I was before in the screen recording format. Hit the check mark, and there is the second clip that I've recorded. Now, these clips can go in any order that you would like, so I can physically move them around. I don't have to record chronologically if I don't want to. I also can click the 3-dot menu on each clip and download or delete each individual clip. So I can keep one I like, get rid of one that I don't. And if I want to keep recording here in a different style now, there's a webcam icon down at the bottom left. So if I select that, it's going to open up my webcam, and I'm going to hit record. And now I have a different kind of clip I'm recording with a totally different style than I just did. This could be the opening, could be the ending, could be say, hey, I want to talk about this one thing, whatever you want to do, click the check mark. And now that is a different style clip than the other ones. The last option down at the bottom left is Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator is pretty awesome because it gives you the ability to record, to take a pre-recorded video that you've made, put it in a bubble, and put it on top of anything. So if I was going to do a market update as an example, I could sit right in front of my camera with the webcam, have my script pulled up, deliver my video, right? Click record, deliver it. Save it into Dubb, into the video library. Then I would pull up the market update website or whatever document I wanted to pull up on my computer, open the desktop app, click narrator video down to the bottom left. And now I just find that video that I just recorded. I select it right here. No, I'll just the size, obviously. Pull up the website or doc I want it to be on top of. And now I can take this pre-recorded video, put it on top of anything I want, hit record, and the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the walkthrough and do all the good stuff just like that. And I can pause and resume, whatever I want to do. Now, when you're ready to merge all of these clips together into one video and save it into the platform, you're going to select the upload button to the bottom right. It will merge them and save it. Or you can select the edit button to the bottom right. It will merge the clips together, and you'll actually be able to edit the video just like we did inside of the Dubb platform right here from the desktop app if you want to be able to do that. So you have those 2 options. And then you just click upload, and it merges it all together and saves it into Dubb. So these are really robust ways to record. So it's really about deciding, do you want to be right at your webcam, right there delivering what you want to deliver? Or do you want to be showing something on your screen? Those are the 2 of the really big choices that you want to make in terms of that. Now, the last recording option that you have is going to be with the Dubb mobile app. The Dubb mobile app is very similar to the desktop app in that it's a clip recorder. So it does clip recording. Obviously the phones have amazing cameras and everything, so it's a little different there. But you also have the ability to have some other cool functions on it as well. So once you get the Dubb mobile app, and you're going to get Dubb app, Dubb app, and then when you have it, this is what this would look like, and this is how you would record an actual video on here. So let me just share here. Whoops, let me cancel that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to share the mobile app screen here. Here's my video library right here in the middle. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to hit the blue camera icon at the bottom to record. That's going to open up your camera. When it opens up, when you first use the mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute. So when you first open it, that's what it's going to look like. There are other specific timers here. I always put mine to 10 because you can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app. It's not going to cut me off, and it will stay sticky. The next time you open the app, it'll be on 10 minutes. To record, you're going to tap the circle at the bottom, and now you're recording. You have a timer here, and you have a timer here. You can pause and resume this recording right here, pause and resume. And to end the recording, just tap the circle again. And there it is. There is the clip that you've just recorded. So just like the desktop app, clip recording. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I need it. I'm going to hit record one more time. So we have a couple clips here. There's my second clip. Now these clips, just like the desktop app, can be moved around. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide it. So I don't have to record chronologically. I think that's one of the best things. I love recording out of order. So it gives you the ability to do that. And if you tap a clip individually, you can delete, trim, and if you select the edit button, this is where you can add royalty-free music. There's a little music icon to the right. You can come in here and add any music you'd like. Just make sure you adjust the level so your voice is above the music. You just have to play it back to see if you like it. You can click the text icon, and this is where you can add your hook that we talked about in the beginning. Type your hook in here, change it to any font, color, size that you want, move it around wherever you want, and have it right there on the screen or above your head or wherever you'd like it. You have a voiceover option here. Click the little microphone icon to the right, and you can do a voiceover. You can do it now, or you can do it at the end. You can click the little timer icon to the right, and you can go all the way up to 10x. So if you have a cool clip that you have and you want to speed this thing up, you can speed it all the way up to 10x. If you want to do burned in subtitles, it's the last icon to the bottom right. You can burn them in there, or you can burn them in at the end. These icons right over here, if you want to know what their function is, click the tooltip at the top. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I froze. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, there we go. No, looks like I'm still frozen. Hold on. I think I'm unfrozen. Right. Yes, I'm unfrozen. Okay. So you click the tooltip to the top right. That's the functionality of the buttons to the right. And then this one right here is a countdown timer. I always have mine on 3, but I always go 3 because I think 3 is kind of the perfect amount of time. 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to record. If you want to use a video stabilization button, this one here is pretty cool. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's too jumpy and it moves around, you can click this button here, select low, medium, or high, and then it basically takes it from this to more like this, kind of like you're using a gimbal in filmmaking. And then if you want to use a teleprompter, you can select this one right here, go in here, and then just find the script that you want. Adjust your speed like we did before. Hit that play button. See if you like that speed. And then you can grab the guardrails here on the side and slide this whole thing up. Because if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be, slide everything up because there's nothing to read down here. It'll keep them at the top. Now, if you want to adjust this to landscape, just turn your phone and the script will adjust if you want to do that. You also can make editing changes with the pencil icon right here. Click in here, make the changes you want, save them. Now, if you have an iPhone, you do have a voice recognition option. So if you select the gear icon here, just select auto track, and then you'll be able to hit record and the words will be highlighted as you read them. So you can do voice recognition or you can do scroll, either auto track or auto scroll. And then when you tap the X to the top right, that's going to close it. Now, if you ever recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and you have it on your phone and you want to make it part of the clips down here, you can go right to the folder button here, find the video you want on your phone, and it will say, do you want to add the clips? Yes. And you add the clips right down here. Because the cool thing is when you have multiple clips, being able to kind of control the story a little bit, I think is the coolest part. Being able to move these things around if you record out of order, I really like. So it kind of gives you that ability. If you physically want to record your screen, this button right here. If you want to use filters, this button right here. So filters will give you black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations. So just scroll through here and see what ones you like. And then you can just select the ones that you want. This button right here is picture in picture, like I showed in the beginning. So when you select this here, it's going to open up your camera, put you on the screen, and now I can record and move myself around, make myself bigger, smaller, zoom into my background. You have a lot of cool creative choices on that one. And then the last one down at the bottom right is virtual background. So just take screenshots on your phone, click that button there, has an image behind you, and you're able to do that. Now, when you're done and you're ready to merge all these clips together into one video, tap the button at the bottom, top right. That's going to merge all of our clips together. We're going to have a finished copy on our phone that we already have, and then click upload. And now we'll upload it into the Dubb platform. Now, you also can send from the mobile app. So see my video library right here, right? I can just grab a video that I want, click the blue share button right in the middle. It'll give you a drop down. Click copy for email, and that will give you a little copy to clipboard. Paste it. Then you can click copy for SMS. Paste it. Or you can select the two icons to the top right above the video, block icon for email, paper airplane icon for SMS. So that's really what this is all about as far as the recording styles. You choose a use case, you choose the technology to record it with, and then you know visually how you're going to get it out there to someone. Now, from a CRM perspective, if you have a CRM that you really like you have a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or a Follow Up Boss or use like a Mailchimp or anything like that, we have a lot of integrations with these different companies. A whole list is right in here. So if you want to keep your workflows, you absolutely can do that. And then you can just drop videos in. If you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can do that as well. So you can upload your contacts with a CSV file, do task deals and tags. You can do bulk sending with email and SMS. You even can do automations with Dubb. That's part of our Pro Plus plan, but you can even do drip sequences with that. Now, you also can use Auto right here in the middle for any kind of script writing or anything that you need. So I can say, hey, Auto, write me a script on, and then it will. And you can even say, Auto, can you save that into Dubb? And it will save it into the platform. Now, Auto knows everything about Dubb, but also any other topic that you need. So if you have questions on Dubb, you can say, hey, Auto, how do I use the desktop app? How do I do the Chrome extension? What videos would you recommend? I'm in recruiting. What do you think I should make? You can do both those things with that. Now, a cool little feature we have over here is this little profile feature. See how it says basic and sales right here? Let's pretend I'm in real estate for a second. Buyers and sellers is what I work with. Imagine this says sellers and buyers right here. I created those two profiles because I want the AI to be educated on different parts of my audience because it might be a different tone of communication with different parts of your audience. So when the AI learns about your audience, then all you have to do is just select the audience you're writing this email for or the script for or whatever the AI you want it to write. And the AI will remember everything about your people. And then you just say, this is what I want you to do. Now, if you need any additional training or info, best spot is right over here down at the bottom is this second link right over here under training to the right. Select this link right here. It goes to our Dubb Academy. We have a ton of videos in here on how to use the platform. You can go to YouTube Dubb Support, which I put in the link, the chat earlier. This has got all of our live trainings are on here. Great resource there. And also, right over here, this little green bubble down to the bottom left. That's our intercom system. So you can talk with someone on the team, the AI, or you can do a word search in here, and it'll give you an article and a video as well to support you. Now, we also have referrals. So if you click referrals down here and click apply now, that's going to give you a nice referral link that you can use to earn a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that link. And we're very supportive of our partners. If you ever have a group of people together that you want, you say, hey, Rob, listen, we got a bunch of people here. They're all interested in technology. Just have us, just let us know. I'll come in and pitch for you. And, there you go. Just have your link. If you're paying for Dubb right now and you got 4 or 5 people that you refer to Dubb and they all subscribe, you got a free account. So we're really, really supportive of all that. Okay, so let me, how do we do, Did we get everything in the chat and the Q&A along the way?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, does anybody have any questions on top of that? Anything on anybody's mind before we head out on this Thursday? Anything from anybody at all? Jason, go ahead, my friend. How are you, Jason?
Hey, good. I did a video this morning and I put it into a message on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
And what's weird is I sent it to my wife as a kind of a test,
Yep.
and it came across, had the thumbnail. I really like the thumbnail thing because
Mhm.
people, it kind of, it's the hook, right? It gets them to
Yeah.
click. And I sent it to my contact on LinkedIn and it didn't give the thumbnail. So that's
Mm.
quite strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Was the and both were obviously first connections on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Yeah. Same method. Did you you open up the message, click the little dub button, add it in?
Same method. I just, what I do is I go into Dubb
Hmm.
and where it says share, and I click the GIF and the link.
Yep.
And
And then you drop
so
it in there.
so
Yeah.
yeah, I dropped the same exact thing. I think I'd copied it, and I first sent it or I sent it to my wife, and again, it shows the beautiful little thumbnail of the little
Mhm.
loop. But my contact, he did not see that for some reason.
If you want to test one, send one over to me, Jason, if you want. Are we connected on LinkedIn? I think we are, right?
I don't know. Let me
Um,
see here real quick.
yeah, send me a connection. I'll accept it.
Rob, what's your last name again?
Bots, Botts.
Robb and B.
Yep, Otts, bots, like almost like bot, which is kind of funny, but it's an extra T.
Rob, there you are.
Yeah, robots, there I am. But yeah, if you send that to me, then just send me the video. I'll tell you what I see.
Let's see. I will connect with you because we're not connected. Actually, before I do that, don't. I want to send with a note and see if I'm curious. Oh, it already
Mhm.
sent it to you, didn't it?
Oh, what, the video?
No, I think it already sent you the invitation. I wanted to
I don't
see
see it yet.
if in the original invitation. I wonder if I can cancel that. If when you can add a note to the original invitation, I'm curious if you can send the dub with the thumbnail and all that in the original.
Oh yeah, the thing is, if you do that, if you send it with the invite, it's not something we usually recommend just because it's going to show as a link. You won't get that nice animated preview.
Oh,
Uh,
you won't.
yeah, you gotta be connected first, the first connection. So once you're connected, then they will. So usually with that stuff, we usually say send a nice connection, message. Most people it seems connect anyway. Most people do now. I think because a lot of times people want to get their numbers up, but they also connect. And then once they're connected, then send the video and they'll see the preview.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, and in this case, I was connected.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Yeah, I want to see. Did you send me the request? All right, let me grab this. Hold on.
You know what I did? Let me just go ahead and send it again.
Yeah.
I withdrew it because I
Okay.
wanted to test the message, but you just told me that you don't think it'll work right, correct?
Yeah, now with that, yeah, it'll only be a link. Yeah.
You know what? It won't let me do it now because I guess invitation not sent to Rob. You can resend an invitation 3 weeks after withdrawing it.
Oh, really? 3 weeks? Oh my God. Wow. You
I'm
can
Jason Embry. Maybe you can. Well,
you know what? Yeah, I'll send you a connector. I'll find you and then I'll connect with you and then you can send me one.
okay, sounds good.
All right, cool. All right, Jason. Hopefully it works. If not, let us know at support and we'll figure it out.
Okay, 10-4.
Sweet. Anybody else before we go? Top of the hour. Anybody? Going once, going twice, going thrice? Anyone? Questions on anything? Bueller. There we go. So listen, if anybody has any questions, let us know at support@dubb.com. Recording the videos, feedback at Dubb. I like checking out the videos when people send them over. So if you want to send over one that you want us to check out, feedback at Dubb. I dropped that in the chat earlier. And thanks for coming in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Thursday. Ina, thanks for the support as always.